Hey, what's good, y'all? This is Ryan Jackson from Ryan Jackson LLC. Hope y'all are having a blessed and wonderful day thus far. This is the day that God has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. We give all praises due to Allah, the most. He's the creator of all, the giver and taker of life. We bear witness that He's the beneficent and He's merciful, and all praises are due to Him. For some reason, if you're not having a good day, and I wasn't having a good day yesterday, it's kind of carrying over. But you know what? Tough times don't last. Tough people do. So always keep that in mind. Um, put your trust and cares in God, and He will see you through. I could bear witness to that. Get into the topic for this video. So many of us probably have saw the Colorado State game that was on ABC on Saturday night. Great game. Was definitely must see TV. I haven't saw the ratings for that game, but I can imagine that they were through the roof. I mean, because it was must see TV, must see TV. Um, People in my family, women in my family, were glued to the TV. Like they were they were glued to the TV. Like it was like wow, like must see TV. And a couple of my family members who don't really follow football like that or college football, particularly college football, they were interested, and that's saying a lot. And congrats to Dion, Dion Sanders, prime time. I was a fan of him as a player. I loved him when he played with the Atlanta Falcons and the Atlanta Braves. That's when I was a huge Dion fan in the early 90s. When he went to Dallas, or when he went to the 49ers and then to Dallas, whatever. I still liked him. I still was a fan of him, but I wasn't a fan of the 49ers or the Cowboys. But I was a fan of Dion. I was a fan of him. And then I think he went to the Redskins. And, by that time, he was at the tail end of his career. Did he go to Baltimore? I don't think he did. But in any event, I know he was in Washington. Still a fan of him. But I was a huge Dion fan when he played for the Braves and for the Falcons. Prime time. He used to high step. That was my dude. He even tried out for the Atlanta Hawks. Was a good basketball player. A lot of people don't know that. Dion was an excellent basketball player. But his two sports was baseball and football. So, but he made it. Really made a name for himself in football. But in any event, great game. Congrats to Dion. Shadir Sanders, Shiloh Sanders, his two sons who he's coaching on the Buffaloes. They played an excellent game. Excellent game. There was Travis Hunter took a nasty hit. What's the young man's name? I can't think of his name. Hold on. His first name is Henry. What's the young man's name? But he took a nasty hit to his midsection. It was a late hit, definitely a disgusting hit. It was uncalled for. Uncalled for. Travis Hunter took a hit to his midsection, and he suffered a lacerated liver. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Like I said, it was a dirty hit, unnecessary, uncalled for. It was no excuse for that. However, this young man is receiving death threats. Not only him, but his family. We have to put this in perspective. The young man made a terrible mistake, horrible mistake. It was no place for it. No place for it. We get that. It happens in football. Unnecessary plays happen in football. They shouldn't happen, but they happen. They happen in basketball, happen in baseball, happen in hockey, happens in football. It's all part of sports. Shouldn't happen, but they happen. Henry Blackburn. So Colorado State defensive back Henry Blackburn. Um, hit Travis Hunter, unnecessary, disgusting hit to Travis Hunter's midsection, lacerating his liver. And Travis Hunter is going to miss some games because of it. It wasn't right. I get it. Uncalled for. No place in the game for that. It happens. It's part of sports. Bad plays happen. It's the nature of the game. You know, you take the good, you take the good, you take the bad. I mean, it happens. But for this young man's family and himself to receive death threats, it's just absurd and just evil. And this is the time that we're living in now, where people are so on edge. People are so unhinged over the most dumbest, insignificant things. Yes, it was a game. It was an important game for Colorado and Colorado State. Was it an important game for me or for other? No, we just want to see good football. We just wanted to see both teams come out and play a good game. And they did. For the most part, they did. And Colorado State almost beat Colorado. If it wasn't for 3 turnovers, I think it was 3 turnovers and 182 yards in the penalties, which were inexcusable, Colorado State walks away with that game, upsetting Colorado in Boulder on their home field. Colorado was ranked number 18. They dropped a spot to number 19 the last time I checked the polls. So they dropped a little bit. The fact that Colorado State took them to 2 overtimes on the road says a lot. But again, this game is not important for us or those of us watching it because we don't have nothing at stake as far as, the team is concerned. People may have bet on it, that whatever. But as far as playing, it's a game. Pipe down. It's a goddamn game. It's not that serious. Where you threatening this young man's life and his family for making a terrible mistake. He's a young man. He's going to make mistakes. I make mistakes. Y'all have made mistakes. We all make mistakes. We've done things that were uncalled for. I have, you have, we all have. Unfortunately, it happens. It's part of being human. I'm not excusing it by any means, but I'm just saying it happens. Deion did a press conference today, said that he forgives the young man, Henry Blackburn. His team forgives him. Travis Hunter has forgiven him and said, I want to just move on. I just want to heal and just move on from this, but I forgive him. If they can forgive him, then shut up. Let it go. It happens. It shouldn't happen, but it happened. Move on. Let it go. Should Henry Blackburn be suspended? Yes. But to receive death threats, him and his family, that is just absolutely absurd. It's not that serious. It's a damn football game. Give me a break. The fact that people think it's okay to threaten a young man's life and his family for a mistake he made, this is how wicked and evil this society has become. It's just ridiculous. And there's no place for it. Hit that thumbs up button, smash that thumbs up button down, hit the subscribe button to get notifications when I do videos on here. Hey brother, what's good? I'm doing good, my brother. Yeah, Deion is the real deal. He sure is. But I was gonna say this. The Colorado State Rams exposed 2 things on Colorado: their poor defense and their shaky offensive line. People said, well, Colorado State, hasn't shown us anything that we haven't seen already. That's bullshit. No, that's bullshit. I don't buy that. And neither should you. Colorado State exposed things that we have not seen before from Colorado. And that's that shaky offensive line and their defense. What was that? Number 8 on Colorado. I forgot his name. On Colorado State, he was killing the Buffalo's offensive line. He was having a field day with Shadir. He got kicked out the game in I think it was the second overtime when he tackled Shadir. Unfortunately, he lowered his helmet and hit Shadir in the lower face mask and drove him to the ground. They didn't penalize him for that, but they penalized him for targeting, for hitting him with the crown, for him hitting Shadir in the face mask of his helmet. So number 8, I can't think of his name. He got thrown out the game for targeting, and he's going to miss the first half of Colorado State's next game. Yes, Colorado's very racist. I used to live out there. I know. Matter of fact, I lived in the same town where Colorado State's at. I lived in Fort Collins, Colorado. That's where I lived. So I'm very familiar with the state of Colorado. I was stationed in Cheyenne, Wyoming, which is the capital of Wyoming, and it's pretty much on the Wyoming-Colorado border. And if you go about 30 miles south of Cheyenne, you're in Fort Collins. That's what I lived in Cheyenne and I lived in Fort Collins. But Colorado State University was right down from where I lived. Was I could walk to it. I know a lot of people attended Colorado State, the Rams. So very familiar with Fort Collins, Colorado. Lived there. Very familiar with the state of Colorado. Denver, Boulder. Very familiar with the state. Very familiar with the state of Colorado. Great scenery. The Rocky Mountains is a very pretty state. Racist, yes. Yes, it is. And I hope everything works out for Deion. I'm rooting for him. Jay Norvell, another brother, Colorado State. I'm rooting for him too. He's up in Fort Collins. That's about 65 miles north of Denver on I-20. So it's up the interstate. But hope they do well. Both Deion and Jay Norvell. Colorado State exposed them. They really exposed Colorado. They exposed that poor defense and that offensive line. And 2 overtimes, granted, Travis Hunter was injured. I give you that. That's a valid point. But 2 overtimes, and had it not been for the turnovers, the 3 turnovers that the Rams had, and 182 yards in penalties, Colorado State would have upset Colorado in Boulder. The Rock was on the sidelines. Kawhi Leonard. It's funny. Kawhi Leonard can't even attend his own games, but he could go to a damn Colorado Buffaloes game. Interesting. Interesting. How come that wasn't load management? But that's another topic for another day. But Colorado has 2 tough games. This Saturday, they go to Eugene, Oregon to play number 10 Oregon. Good luck with that. The following week, on the 30th, the number 5 USC Trojans come to Boulder to play them. Good luck with that. Travis Hunter won't be available for this week's game or next week's game. So Shadir is going to have his work cut out for him. So will Colorado, not just him, but the offensive line and their defense. And they have to improve and improve fast. I could see them losing both of those games, especially Saturday at Oregon. And to US, well, especially Saturday in Oregon, because Eugene is a tough place to play. Their crowd is loud, and that is a tough place to play. USC, you have the last year's Heisman winner, Caleb Williams, coming up there to Boulder. That's going to be a great game. So we're going to see. We're going to see what Colorado's made of these next 2 weeks. I could see them losing both of these games. It's not a knock on Colorado, not a knock on Deion, but the number 5 and you playing the number 10 and number 5 school in 2 weeks. Two teams ranked in the top 10 back to back weeks. That's going to be a tough test. This is not Nebraska. This isn't TCU, who's, by the way, overrated. These are the big dogs of the Pac 12. Well, what's now the Pac 12, but it won't be next year because USC is coming to the Big Ten. And USC is coming to the Big Ten, which I don't agree with. But it's going to be a tough test for them. Oregon and USC back-to-back weeks. Number 10, Oregon, at number 10, Oregon in Eugene. And then number 5, USC travels to Colorado and plays them up in Boulder. So 2 tough games. And Arizona State after that. They're nothing to sneeze at. I could see Colorado beating them. I could see them going 1-2 in the next 3 games. 1-2. Again, not a slight on Deion. I'm just saying, just stating the facts. Shaky offensive line, poor defense, and you're going up against 2 teams in the top 10 in the next 2 weeks. So that's a lot that needs to be worked on. But this still is a great year for Colorado. They have already won 3 games, 3-0. They only won 1 last year. They were 1-11. 1-11 last year. They're already 3-0. Already exceeded expectations. I see them maybe going 10-2, maybe 9-3, 10-2. Yeah, I mean that's going to happen, but that's what happened with any black coach. As soon as we have no margin for error. We lose, or we lose bad. If we lose bad, we get black coaches get they get vilified. They're demonized. They're public enemy number 1. White coach lose bad, not just once or twice, but multiple times, and they get jobs. Look at Lane Kiffin. What the hell has Lane Kiffin done? I'm saying, look what has Lane Kiffin done? Yeah, Henry Blackburn didn't get ejected, but I mentioned that too. The defensive lineman that had tackled Shadir, they kicked him off for targeting. That happened in the second overtime, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, Lane Kiffin, he just keep getting jobs after jobs. Josh McDaniels, what have these guys done? I get it. Yeah, they're so-called great coordinators. But like I always said, if you black, get back. If you white, the solar system is the limit. Yup, that's true. That definitely was true about MJ. Yeah, that's true. But we could say that about, any famous black athlete, and black coach. Because look how they did Tony Dungy in Tampa. That was just absolutely just pure wicked. You had the man carry out his box while it was raining. I never forget that. Never forget that. They fired Tony Dungy and they had him with his box. He was carrying out his box. When they fired you, they had you clear out your desk and you could carry a box. And it was raining on top of his head. I will never forget that. But Tony Dungy landed on his feet and he won a Super Bowl with the Indianapolis Colts. And John Gruden took Tony Dungy's team. John Gruden took Tony Dungy's team to the Super Bowl and won. Yup. Lovie Smith is another one. But Chicago's a racist city anyway. Mark Jackson, these are great points. Excellent points. Sports in general, whether it be football or basketball, you know, um, Look at AJ Hinch with the Houston Astros. They cheated and they still kept their World Series championship, their trophy. They fired AJ Hinch because he was collateral damage. They had to, he was a sacrificial lamb, and he gets hired with my Detroit Tigers. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. It is what it is. But in any event, be that as it may, we have no room for error for when it comes for us as coaches, with black men being coaches. It's like they have no room for error. It's no wiggle room to make mistakes. This is America, and this is how she plays ball. Hit that thumbs up button, smash that thumbs up button down. Hit the subscribe button to get notifications when I do videos on here. Again, congrats to Deion, the Colorado Buffaloes. I hope they do well. I really do. And, Henry Blackburn, you made a mistake, young man. Shake it off and press on. I'll be praying for you and your family, for y'all's safety. And I hope you have a great season. Hope Jay Norvell and the Colorado State Rams have a great season too. On that note, I'm going to hop off of here. Hit that thumbs up button, smash that thumbs up button down. Hit the subscribe button. Like I said, you get notifications when I do videos on here. Share this video, share it on social media, make it go viral. And let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation. Let me know what you think. Let's always remember, even on topics such as this, let's agree to disagree without being disagreeable. But in our disagreements, come with facts and logic and not emotion. That's all I ask. Let's agree to disagree without being disagreeable and come with facts and logic and not emotion. That's all I ask. Y'all have a great and wonderful day. Y'all take care of yourselves. Be safe out here, whether you're going to work, coming home from work, dropping the kids off at school, picking them up, running errands, whatever the case may be. Brothers as well as sisters, y'all be safe out here. Be safe, be safe, be safe. Beware and be aware. Take care of yourselves and each other. I love y'all dearly. I can't do this without you. Please continue to support me. Love you dearly. All right, now y'all take care. All right, now. Peace.